What up, Anchor Squad? So we back at it again with another Rachel Zegler video from the Celeb Talk YouTube channel. If y'all have not subscribed to that channel yet, make sure you do so. This is Rachel Zegler's furious after fans boycott the Hunger Games, flops because of her. I did not see the Hunger Games. I don't know if I have any intentions to go see the new Hunger Games. I know Rachel Zegler is in it. I'm not gonna say that I don't like her as an actress. I'm just saying like that her take on some of the Snow White stuff I disagree with. So I understand when people don't want to go to support some of her movies because of all that and whatnot. Hopefully Disney makes a good turnaround on this, but let's check this video out, see what this entails. All right, before we get into this reaction video, make sure you all hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you do not miss any of my reaction videos. I also want to thank you all. We did reach past the 4,000 watch hour threshold, and I did resubmit for remonetization. So I'm just waiting on YouTube to review the channel and you know, give us monetization again. Once I get monetization, you're gonna see a lot more videos coming more and more often, more and more frequently. I've just been cautious recently because I'm trying not to get any like copyright claimed or copyright strike videos, especially during the review process. You know, that would be bad. You know, your channel's being reviewed and then all of a sudden you get a copyright strike during the review, and it's an instant you know, it's an instant no to the monetization thing. So you want to make sure your channel, you know, those of you all that has a, you know, small YouTube channel or thinking about starting, you want to make sure that you maintain a healthy YouTube channel. You know, the views are gonna come in, you know, however long it takes. Just stay the course. So that's just my advice for any of you all that plan on starting a channel or has a small channel trying to grow. So just grow at your own pace. Don't get too overwhelmed. Don't get too stressed out. Yada yada yada. And things will take care of itself. Right. But without further ado, let's check this out.
I'm Rachel Zegler, and please don't ask me if Katniss is in our film. She's not. It takes place 64 years in the past.
You're gonna miss her when she's gone.
Wow.
Both in a literal sense.
Rachel Zegler has gotten massive criticism.
Is she talking about you're gonna miss Jennifer Lawrence when she's gone? Or
ever since she started talking about her Snow White role. Fans were furious seeing Rachel act so
or is she talking about you're gonna miss, I don't know, we'll see.
Entitled and rude about scoring such a role, which is why it's no surprise that her new Hunger Games movie has suffered huge losses because of her. Yep. Ever since Rachel Zegler started doing
all those people working on that movie, they could thank her for, you know, making less change in the pocket, less dollars in your bank account. That's what people are claiming. I'm not saying that that's factual, but people are claiming that. I might have to do some more research on that. But that would be kind of scary. Or that'd be kind of upsetting. You know, you got the other main actors and their contract states that if they reach a certain threshold and money, they get a certain dollar amount in their pocket. And for people not going to see the film because of Rachel Zegler, that's like her being the cause of them not making money. So we just got to wait and see. I gotta fact check that, but that's just what people are claiming.
Views about Snow White original fans of the movie have been extremely put off by her rudeness and her entitlement, as it sounds like she has no respect for the source material.
Yeah.
Not only has she been bashing the original movie's vision of true love and friendship, but she's even taken jobs at her own co-star, saying he might be completely cut from the movie.
How she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
The way Rachel has explained herself
it's Hollywood, baby. Yeah, that goes both ways. That goes both ways. Talking about his scenes can get cut, but you could just get removed from the whole. Yeah, it's Hollywood, baby. Like I will not be surprised if, you know, she gets removed from the role and then everyone's like, it's Hollywood, baby. Oh man, this is hilarious.
Views on the movie has been the most problematic thing in the eyes of fans since it downright seemed disrespectful.
What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be.
Things only got worse when Rachel revealed that she actually never even watched the original Snow White more than once.
I mean, a lot of people are saying Gal Gadot's agreeing with a lot of stuff too, but I don't see a lot of people not getting Gal Gadot's input. I mean, the fact that Rachel Zegler is the face of it because she is Snow White. That's one thing. That's one thing. And then I know some people that disagree with what Gal Gadot was saying, but they didn't take it out of proportion. But Rachel Zegler is on a whole new level.
And that she was actually terrified of the movie as a kid.
I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again. So I watched it for the first time in probably 16, 17 years. When I was doing this film.
Of course, fans were completely distraught hearing this, as it sounded more and more like the role had gone to the completely wrong person, since Rachel can't seem to appreciate what she's been given. It doesn't help that Rachel looks nothing like Snow White either, and her singing hasn't been enough to convince old fans that she's the right person for the job. Disney got their fair share of criticism for replacing the Seven Dwarfs, and for changing the story to make it more feminist. But Rachel's behavior and her willingness to insult the original movie was the last straw for many fans who are ready to boycott the movie. In fact, Snow White isn't the only Rachel Project fans are ready to boycott, since her new movie, The Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds, has gotten massive criticism for keeping her on board after her rude behavior. Fans feel like Rachel should be getting all
those shots of her in this movie was already said. Like the first trailer came out before all that stuff that she said about Snow White, so they can't really remove her from the movie because she's like a set in stone person in the movie, and all that stuff. All those shots were already filmed. Like it would be kind of crazy to remove her at that point. So
these opportunities with her personality, and many have therefore chosen to actually boycott The Ballad of Snakes and Songbirds. And it looks like it might have actually worked as well, since the movie has majorly flopped at the box office. It's been revealed that the movie has had the worst opening release of any Hunger Games movie, and that despite the anticipation after years of waiting for a new movie in the universe, fans just weren't here for Rachel Zegler. Rachel already had a lot of pressure on her already, since she had to follow in the steps of Jennifer Lawrence and take the lead as the new face of the Hunger Games, which already made this a risky release. Rachel's character Lucy Gray is also very different from the Katniss that many people grew up with, and it had a huge effect on how people perceive this movie. Lucy was much more of a performer than Katniss, and her personality can be described as strong and bubbly, which almost seems to stick out strangely in the Hunger Games universe. Even before global launch, the movie scored very badly on Rotten Tomatoes, getting the lowest critics score out of any other film in the franchise, and people already predicted that the movie might do horribly at launch. However, this doesn't only fall on Rachel, since much of the criticism is also on the fact that the movie might have been quite unnecessary. Complaints say that the movie is simply too long for having so little happen in it, and it certainly didn't help that Rachel Zegler was the one who had to try and keep audiences' attention. The first two Hunger Games movies are actually certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, scoring an impressive 84% and 90%, and even The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 and 2 each scored 70% on the scale. This is why, after all the expectations, it was hugely disappointing to see the 63% score on this new movie. The movie was predicted to only gross about $59 million in its opening weekend, which is a lot lower than the previous movies. However, it's important to note that the budget was only at around $100 million, meaning it's more than likely that the studio will break even on this one, even if they don't scare any huge records. But for comparison, this is still less than half of the earnings from the previous worst debut, which was Mockingjay Part 2, which made $102.7 million in the opening weekend. Things were always going to be a bit harder with this new project, since even the book version sold way less than the original Hunger Games trilogy. So Rachel really had massive pressure to make this work, and it seems like the expectations were simply too high for that. Rachel did share a bit of her process in trying to do her best for the movie, and she even revealed where she got her inspiration from the role. She allegedly saw Beauty and the Beast on Broadway, and it's what originally inspired her to do musical musical theater.
I just fell in love with the idea of performing live and the big, beautiful costumes and everything in between. I loved it.
However, she also got huge inspiration from movies growing up, particularly from the movie Inside Llewyn Davis, which starred Oscar Isaac.
I think I was like 13 years old when I saw that, which is way too young to see Inside Llewyn Davis, or at least too young to understand it fully. But it was seeing a Latino in a space where being a Latino was not the basis of his character. He just kind of got to exist. And he got to give a brilliant performance. And he got to check off all the boxes of the things that he's amazing at. Because he's an amazing musician, an amazing singer, an amazing actor, funny, and self-deprecating and amazing. And I just remember looking at it and watching it and being like, I want to do that.
It's safe to say that it's certainly exactly what Rachel has been striving for and trying her hardest to achieve. And while she's well on her way to achieving those dreams, she's far from being as well loved as someone like Oscar Isaac. It's obvious she expected the role of Lucy Gray to be what propelled her into stardom. And she even compared getting the role to Oscar Isaac and Inside Llewyn Davis, saying,
I kind of viewed Lucy Gray in a way. It's not the same probably to the general public, but to me it was my Llewyn Davis, where I was like, I get to check the boxes of all the things I know I can do, and also stretch myself into this version of an actor that I never thought I could be with all the action stuff. That I really didn't think I could do. On Shazam, I didn't have to do any of the action bits.
However, it's safe to say that she might have had too high expectations with the way the movie has been doing, as it looks like her efforts weren't enough to get people to overlook her past behavior, enough to want to see the movie. The saddest part is that it truly sounds like Rachel attempted to pull out all the stops when it comes to this movie, since she revealed that she had grown up with the books, and that she had even absolutely loved Songbirds and Snakes when it first came out, as she imagined herself one day playing Lucy Gray.
Watched her conception in the public. Like, I was there when the book was released. I was waiting for that book to come out and was so excited. I had no idea what it was going to be about. And when I read it, it just felt like this is the thing. I grew up watching Jennifer Lawrence do everything that she is amazing at. She was funny, she was endearing, she was tough, she was an action star. And watching her do it like it was nothing in those original films. And so I was reading this book being like, this would be the opportunity of a lifetime.
It's been great to see Rachel actually excited about playing a role for once. However, she's also gotten some criticism for the way her entitlement keeps shining through even after the criticism she got from Snow White. It sounds like Rachel truly believed that nobody else could have done this role, which some fans don't feel so good about. Lots of people online even speculated on whether or not Songbirds and Snakes would be able to redeem her in the public eye. However, it doesn't seem like this has swayed the public in any way. I think she's cursed somehow. West Side Story and Shazam, Fury of the Gods were supposed to be her big break. Both films bombed heinously. I believe Hunger Games and Snow White will cement her as a non-starter. However, others still held out hope as the movie had great potential despite the fact that many people hated Rachel. I think the people who have a negative opinion on her, as seen on social media, won't change their mind regardless. If Songbirds and Snakes performs well, though, then definitely Snow White will receive a bit more interest from the general populace.
Well,
but as of now, it doesn't seem like many people have been swayed by the movie, especially since the movie did so badly at the box office. And the people who were on the fence about Rachel definitely don't seem to have been the first to see this movie. Rachel herself hasn't really been doing herself any favors with her interviews regarding the movie. Just like with Snow White, it seems like she lacks the media training to say the right things. In fact, it sounds like Rachel even believes that Lucy was supposed to be more successful than Katniss, played by Jennifer Lawrence, and allegedly did her best to try and make Lucy shine more.
I just wanted people to miss her when she was off screen. That was like the thing that I wanted to capture the most.
What? Who says that? Who says that? You should just be focused on your own craft and your own acting. Don't worry about what people think or if they're gonna forget what Jennifer Lawrence did, which they're not gonna forget because she did 2 Hunger Game movies and she's still doing more movies. So they're gonna always think about Katniss being the face of Hunger Games. Your goal is to just do you. Don't worry about the other stuff. Oh my, that right there, that might be the nail in the coffin for a lot of people right there. That. Who says that? That sounds very arrogant right there. That sounds. It could be jealousy too. She could be jealous that Katniss and Jennifer Lawrence or whoever is the face and she's trying to like take it from them, but that's like, I don't know, people trying to take Spider-Man's face from Spider-Man films or take Wolverine's face from X-Men or Hugh Jackman or whatever. Like, it seems forced. If that's the case, like just do you, just play your part, let everything else play the rest. You think Jennifer Lawrence thought about, hey, I'm gonna be the face of Hunger Games or this performance is gonna be treated this way? No, she just did her thing and then everything else played it off. Oh my.
Because I would miss her when she wasn't on the page. And so I just remember thinking, like, this is how people felt probably watching her trajectory in the Hunger Games, where they were probably in the Capitol all cozy watching television, and every time she wasn't in the news, they'd be like, it's boring news day.
Rachel making everything all about herself isn't anything new, but it's more reason for fans of the original.
Yeah, that's like entitlement 101 right there.
Hunger Games to not want to tune in for this new movie that's supposed to take away from Katniss. It's no wonder that the movie did so much worse than the previous releases, as nobody wants to see someone take Katniss's shine away. Especially
they should have just brought Jennifer Lawrence. They should have had a story where they brought Jennifer Lawrence back. Or a younger Jennifer Lawrence or whatever. Like, or Jennifer Lawrence kids or something. For real. Like or Katniss kids or whatever. The role that Jennifer Lawrence played, Katniss, yeah. Her kids or something. Like, come on. Like, yeah. I don't even think, like, when I was watching like trailer reactions to this, a lot of people were not thrilled by those trailers. So that I knew.
Zegler, who already feels like she's entitled and better than everyone else around her. And it certainly doesn't make anyone want to see the movie any more than they want to see Snow White, since Rachel is doing the very same thing that she did during Snow White press. Do you guys think Rachel could have done something to save this movie from flopping? Let me know down below, and don't forget to check out this other video.
This is crazy. Wow. The fact that she said all that stuff, that's gonna make it where a lot more people ain't gonna want to watch it. Watch the Hunger Games or watch other projects that she did or she plans on doing. I don't even know what to say. Like, people choose their own words to say, especially to the media, and then they either eat their words or the box office is going to show them that they don't respect what they said or what they did or whatever. So I feel bad for everyone else that was on the set of the Hunger Games because they missed out on a lot of money. Probably a lot of people were probably upset. Especially since it didn't make like over 100 million. Yeah. So if y'all like my reaction to this, post your comments down below, like and share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for more reaction videos. Make sure y'all give the video a thumbs up. Janka holding it down for 100,000 subscribers, and Janka is out. I will be giving away $200 Amazon gift cards when this channel reaches 30,000 subscribers. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any uploads. And in the comment section, Let me know why you want to win the $200 Amazon gift card and include your Twitter handle. The winner will be announced once the channel reaches 30,000 subscribers.